What's up, squad? Back with another video. I'm Recklezz.
I'm Chris.
You got 70-year-old for a 13-year-old. Heard that this 70-year-old is trying to buy a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Buy a kid? Trying
to buy a kid. You know what I'm saying? This is Takedown with Chris Hansen. You know what I'm saying? He's back doing Predator videos, Catch a Predator videos. And now on a new streaming service called True Blue. So make sure y'all go check that out. Definitely dope. You already know what's going on. Make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button, and go check it out. Let's get in the video.
This is a bad guy. Yes.
Too long of a video. Too good of a video. True Blue. Make sure y'all go check it out. And that's right here. Y'all see it first. I want to pause right here so y'all see. You feel me?
Right.
I don't want nobody in.
Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen, I've seen a lot of things in 19 years of covering predators going after children, but this is a first.
This is a first for me also.
This
alleged. And I wonder if this is worse than what it used to be like. Yeah. Watching the videos, I wonder if these people are a little worse.
Since it's new,
yeah, facts.
Predator has a very specific reason for showing up.
Hey babe, look who brought you a shake. Got a shake.
And he reveals disturbing information to me about his past.
One of the people thought I had what was called a love disorder.
But I'm not believing a word he tells me.
I want to explore sexual behavior.
You're an adventurer.
Yes.
Why don't you climb a mountain or something as opposed to come over and rape a 13-year-old girl?
You hear me? It's a lot that you can do.
What do bad breath and your poop have?
It's a lot that you can do.
Researchers estimate that over 80 million Americans.
Montgomery County, Ohio is the epicenter for Operation Intercept, the multi-agency task force assembled to combat child predators. Even though we're in the Dayton area, alleged predators looking to meet with underage children have no hesitation crossing state lines. This is 70-year-old Donnie from New Palestine, Indiana.
That's crazy, and we live in Indiana, and he right, what? And we in Indiana. I'm thinking he's saying Dayton. I'm like, oh, he must be talking about Dayton, Ohio. He talking about said New Palestine, Indiana. We hear about that all the time.
Hour and a half drive away.
Pulling in the drive now.
But this road trip is about to land Donnie in handcuffs. Donnie has been chatting with who he thinks is the father of a 13-year-old girl. What he wants to do will make your skin crawl. Captain Terry Abels and I discussed the nature of the creepy and criminal chats. The next man due to arrive here at the Sting House has a very bizarre and disturbing fantasy.
Yes.
Tell me about it based on the chats.
So we have an older gentleman coming from out of state to meet a 43-year-old dad and his 13-year-old daughter to engage in sex acts with both of them.
With both of them?
Yes.
Have you ever seen this scenario before?
We have not.
So basically, he thinks the dad is essentially going to pimp out his daughter, and then all three are going to have sex.
Correct.
I've seen a lot of things in 19 years of covering predators going after children, but this is a first.
Yeah, and doing this for almost 30 years, it's first for me also.
And it appears this man is a professional, well-to-do.
Oh no, that ain't him in the house. They setting it up. I'm tripping.
From out of state.
Yes.
Does that add an additional federal charge here because it's interstate?
It could, yes. Yeah, it could add additional charges.
If you guys weren't here engaging in this chat online, this is a guy who'd be looking for a realistic scenario and wanting to victimize a 13-year-old child.
That's correct.
What should happen to a guy like this?
He should absolutely be caught and absolutely prosecuted and
throw away the key. Throw away the key.
Pulling in the drive now.
Donnie pulls into the driveway of the Sting House.
I'm gonna go out.
Watch as he heads straight for the door, milkshake in hand for the child he thinks he's coming to meet. A sheriff's detective posing as the dad meets Donnie outside.
Sheriff.
Oh, so
Posing as the dad. He think that's the dad.
That's crazy.
He in there walking on open arms, like, hey. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Donnie,
Howdy.
glad to meet you.
Likewise. Morning. Yes, sure. Come on in.
Thank you.
Hey, babe. Look who brought you a shake.
Got you something?
Got a shake. Come on in, please. Come in.
Okay, thank you.
How was your drive?
Great.
Can I take the shake from
All right.
I'll just sit right here. Please have a seat.
That was good.
Was it? How's traffic?
Not bad.
No.
75 is bad.
75, yeah. It's hit or
75 is
miss.
always bad.
Yeah.
What else? There's doing a lot of construction in Indiana.
For safety reasons, we've altered the female decoy's voice.
Hey,
It's a long drive. What do you think of her?
beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You nervous?
Such a young girl. She's so beautiful, isn't she?
Oh, tell me about it. Grown up.
Yeah, just a little nervous. Not really used to this.
13, bro. Bro, this couldn't be me, bro. We got 2 daughters. Talking about, man, what? It's people really out here, like, still, like, I definitely like the whole production of, you know what I'm saying, the takedown with Chris Hansen, the truth. I absolutely love them doing this because it's a lot of people out here that, you know.
Yeah, I would say because he could have really been doing this if it wasn't for them.
Facts.
Very nervous. Have you ever done this before? This is our first time.
Yeah.
You have? With kids of her age?
Fine.
I listen in on Donnie's
So
conversation.
he done did this already.
Yeah.
They just
He's
catching
been
it.
doing this, yeah.
We gotta get it to them.
With the detective and the decoy.
You've done this before?
You'll be
They didn't
fine.
call him.
Oh, just give me a second.
Okay.
I'm telling you, she's really nervous.
And at times I cringe at what I'm hearing.
This is something you're wanting to do.
She'll do whatever.
You'll be great.
Yeah, I just do what I'm told.
You do. Daddy's girl, huh?
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful
She is.
thing.
We want to make sure she's safe.
Yes.
You've done this before?
They're gonna make you daddy's girl in that jail cell, boy. They gonna do that, so you stuck now.
Do what I'm told.
Literally.
Daddy's girl, huh?
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful
She is.
thing.
Talk
We
all
wanna
that
make sure
talk.
She's safe.
Yes.
You've done this before?
Yeah.
Make her feel better. That's what makes her feel better. Like, this is...
Yeah, I mean, I've been with.
Sometimes I just need to be like talked through it, you know.
Well, yeah. We're going to be very slow, very easy, and we're going to catch a lot.
You can see the fear. I mean, not the fear. You can see the anger in like Chris Hansen, that police officer, and I know
Yeah,
his
everybody
face.
just ugh.
Like what? Like they can't wait to get out there and
Very
get him.
easy, and we're going to catch a lot, play a lot.
I know she was concerned. You said you're safe. Like, she don't get pregnant. At 13, can you imagine what it'd do to her if she was pregnant?
No, I've had a vasectomy forever.
Okay.
I had 2 kids, so I'm.
I mean, anybody this young, though, this is-
Anybody this young?
Yeah.
That's
I
sad.
have been with another 13-year-old.
Okay. Well, how'd that go? Was that okay?
It went super.
Did it?
Yeah.
A 13-year-old.
He said it went so great. That is
That's
sick.
sick. That's
Makes me feel a
sick.
bit better. That's
I'll tell you a little bit about me. I love younger women. I absolutely adore them. You've done a great job with her. I can tell.
What do you mean? You can tell.
You've brought her up right,
What do you mean? Like, just,
sexually.
yeah. You mean with
Mm-hmm.
with Dad helping her through this stuff?
Absolutely.
You think that's...
I think that's
They right when it first started. Somewhere I got your skin crawling.
Right.
Make me want to jump through the screen. Like, bro, what is you
very
on?
important.
That Dad helps her sexually?
I think that parents should be more involved in their kids' sexual activities. Personally, I think it's a shame that they don't.
Yeah, that was...
Look at him. He back there like,
Right,
let me go first. Yeah, let me go first. He didn't already say what he got to say. Chris, my fault. I know this your show, but you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's a shame that they don't.
Yeah, that was tough, but we worked through it.
Well, that's great. Well, sit down and have your shake.
Okay, well, you want to go put it inside?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready to get this started?
They smooth. See how they smooth? Don't drink that. We don't know what he put in that. We don't know what he doing. Yeah.
Now, are you joining this?
Sheriff's office.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Stand up.
Stand up.
Since Donnie said he knew what this was, it should be no surprise then that he's put in cuffs and read his rights.
He said that's
After
what I thought.
interviewing with the detectives, I get the chance to speak with Donnie. Settle in, as you're about to hear his entire sex life story. Hey, Donnie. How old are you?
70.
70. Explain to me why a 70-year-old man is attracted to having sex with a 13-year-old girl.
I have been, well, I'll go back
Sure.
the ways. My last wife and I got a divorce after 20 years. Basically, it was a sexless marriage.
So you see, that's the shit that this is the shit that pisses me off. You blaming your wife
Right.
for this. First of all, we gonna start there. You blaming your wife. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't want to say older women, but you know, nice women, middle age, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like saying old, you feel me? I don't like that. But y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His age.
Yeah.
That's out there. You're not about to sit here and blame your wife for your actions of trying to sleep with younger women.
I would say with
Under, you know what I'm saying?
kids.
Even if, I was about to say under 18. It don't matter, bro. Under 25.
Kids.
Like, that's crazy.
A sexless marriage.
She was all into her job. When she found out our daughter was had disabilities, she couldn't handle it. She threw herself into her work.
And you had a sexless marriage, but I understand the frustration there, all right? I get that. But how does that translate into you at being 70 years old wanting to have sex with a 13-year-old girl? Where does that come from?
I wish I knew. I don't know that.
But I continue to try to understand this. 13 is a child. 13 cannot give consent.
I understand.
Yet you're here at 70 years old after a sexually charged conversation, a bizarre scenario in which you want to watch the father have sex with the daughter, you have sex with the daughter, then you have sex with the father.
I never said anything.
That was in the chat, Donnie.
I did not agree to a father thing.
Well, that's what it said in the chat.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
So you never said you were going to have sex with the dad at some point after you had sex with the daughter, then watch the daughter and the father have sex?
I did not say anything about sex with the father that I remember.
But you were going to have sex with the girl?
That was what he wanted, yes.
No, that's what he wanted or what you wanted?
What both wanted.
You both wanted?
Yes.
So you're going to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Probably.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah, he's sick in the head, bro. He's sick in the head.
No, not really.
Not really, but you're here, Donnie. You drove from Indiana.
I understand.
90 minutes? You stopped at the store, you stopped at the restaurant to get a milkshake, knowing that it was going to a 13-year-old girl. You're going to get her all ready so you could have sex with her.
He kept telling me she liked the milkshake, so yeah, I brought her a milkshake.
Right. And then you were going to let her have the milkshake, and you're going to take her in the back room, take off her clothes, look her over, touch her, feel her.
I couldn't be in there. What?
God. Like,
I'd be in there boxing. It ain't even funny though. Like, he's sick in the head. Like, this sickening.
Yeah, because he's literally just sitting there, just admitting everything.
That's a good thing too, though. That's a good thing that he admitted everything
Well, yeah,
because
that
he
is
know
a good thing.
he know in his head like.
Yeah, you know.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing. It's a good thing too for them.
Yeah.
They getting all this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said that he did before.
Yeah, I would say in the video.
That's sad. Prayers out to that family. You feel me? That family, whoever, if he, you know what I'm saying, for real with all of that.
Yeah.
Molest this 13-year-old girl and then have sex with her. You're going to get your 70-year-old body all over this little girl. Right? That was a plan?
That sounds very dirty. And
Well, what the hell is it then, Donnie?
Right.
well, that's enough from talking that I need to do.
What do you do for a living, Don?
I'm retired.
What did you do before you
I was
retired?
an engineer.
An engineer.
Yep.
You made a good living.
Yes.
How does a guy who's an engineer living a comfortable retirement turn into a predator who drives into another state to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
I don't really know. I can't tell after that.
You can't help me with this?
No. When we got married, I know that one of the people actually thought I had what was called a love disorder.
A love disorder.
Is that something you know of, or
I've never heard it
love
put that way.
addiction?
Love addiction?
Yeah.
Sex addiction, I've heard of.
Well, they said it wasn't really a sex addiction, but it's that you wanted to be needed.
You want to be needed. But you can be needed with somebody who's of legal age, Donnie.
Well, I agree.
Right.
I mean, this is among the worst cases I've ever seen. And you sat here and told the undercover detective...
And the crazy thing is, I can agree with him because when I used to watch Chris Hansen, I would always see it was like a middle-aged dude or like a younger dude. Or like when I see videos of these predators, like it's like
yeah, I've seen the videos.
I haven't seen no 70-year-old.
Yeah,
I ain't seen no 70-year-old.
Who you thought was the father of the 13-year-old child, that it was good that he was putting his daughter out for sex with an older man. You said that.
Well, yeah.
I heard it. Why did you think it was good for a father to allow his 13-year-old daughter to have sex with a 70-year-old man? Why is that good in any way?
I don't know.
You don't know. But you said it was good.
Well, yeah, I said a lot of things. I said I'd done other 13-year-olds too, and I hadn't.
But you said you were talking to a 15-year-old and you're going to do her when she turned 16.
Well, yeah, but that's legal at that time.
It creates the impression that you do this a lot, Donnie.
Well, 2 cases.
Well,
that was it.
You just woke up this morning and decided to get into some sort of a chat room or social media
We've
site.
been talking for a long time.
All right. Well, I just got a couple other things here. Now, you have daughters of your own.
Yes.
Did you have sex with your daughters
No,
when they're
I did
13?
not.
Did you offer your 13?
Okay, so if he's saying no, he did not, which I don't believe him.
Yeah, I'm not.
If he's saying that, like that's something else. You feel me? Like because I feel like it's hard because I didn't have family members that had been through this and shit like that. Like, and it's hard for somebody to just come out and say, yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Done to me. I got this. It's hard for that. So I can't be like, oh well. I wonder if his daughter's is. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to know that, and I don't believe what he's saying. Like, and even if it's true that he didn't do that, you should know, bro. You got daughters, bro. Like, Mom, I'm telling you, love ain't born yet. Coming soon, couple few months. Hopefully, couple months. You feel me?
A couple months.
But we got Rennie. She 2 years old. Like, I'm telling you, like I know for a fact. It first of all, it starts with the parents because it's a lot of young girls and stuff out here that's too fast.
I would say they're definitely
on social media, doing this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it starts with the parents. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you can't have like it sucks. Like it's me personally, like. I don't like the simple fact of the social media to begin with. It's too much on there for young kids.
Yeah,
it's too much on there. It's too much influence on there.
Yeah. And anything is on there.
Exactly. We see Rennie, she be on YouTube. She be watching like these scary videos. I'm like, babe, get your 2 kids on there.
Yeah, I actually do that.
Get your 2 kids, yeah, cause it's too much, and we just talking about YouTube. We ain't talking about TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, these little dating. We ain't talking about none of that.
Yeah,
And
that's a whole different story.
Whole different story.
Yes.
Did you have sex with your daughters
No,
when they
I
were
did not.
13? Did you offer your 13-year-old daughters for
No, I
sex
did
with
not.
adult men? Then why is it okay for you to come here and do it today, Donnie? Explain
It's
that.
not.
Somebody else's kids.
But you're here.
Yes, I am.
Are you a predator?
No.
You're going to prey upon a 13-year-old girl.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, I think it's pretty clear
I'm not
based on
really
the
sure I can even get a hard on, just to tell you the truth.
Did you bring Viagra or another
No.
drug?
No.
So you're just going to have this experiment and see if you can pull it
Not
off?
using excuses. That's
Basically.
sick.
Basically. When's the last time you had sex with a young girl?
With a young girl?
Yeah,
You heard what he said.
2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
And when's the last time you met a girl online and then went to go have sex with her?
Probably 2 or 3 years ago.
2 or 3 years ago.
Probably.
Why then today?
I don't know. It was the conversation that we all had, and
Got all fired up.
he really said, you know, how excited he was and how everybody was so excited and wanted to do this. And
Do you have a sexual addiction, Donnie?
no. One psychologist said it was asexual,
Deviancy?
something like that,
Something
maybe.
like deviancy, yeah.
My thing is I want to explore.
You want to explore.
I want to explore
You're
sexual
an
behavior.
adventurer.
Yes, the adventure, the...
Right.
You're gonna do that in jail. Don't worry about it. They
Right,
got
I'm
you.
about to say, yeah.
They
Definitely
got you.
explore in there.
Yeah, hey, you ain't gotta explore the right one. It's sad, like that's one thing that I learned about that. You know what I'm saying? You going to prison, you going to, you know what I'm saying, jail, going to that, and you a predator.
Must not die in there.
Right.
That's what...
Why don't you climb a mountain or something as opposed to come over and rape a 13-year-old girl?
Well, the thing of it is, it's more the journey than the end result.
Really?
And I'm not sure that it's more, it's like hunting. It's more the chase than
Hunting.
the...
This is
Yeah.
like hunting to you.
That's
Now you're
sick.
twisting my words.
I'm asking about your words to have you expand on it.
I like to meet new people.
You like to meet new people. Now you can't go to a
13-year-old
social
bro.
setting near your home where more appropriately aged people
And
are.
it makes it even scarier because it can be a person that works around kids that's a predator.
Yeah.
It's people that you passing through
So you
Walmart
don't
that's a
even
predator.
know, like, really know.
To a social setting near your home where more appropriately aged people are.
I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
getting to here.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen to you, Donnie?
Well, I think that's probably up to the...
You're in a boatload of trouble, son.
I understand that.
There's something else you need to understand, is that I'm Chris Hansen,
Okay.
and I'm a journalist, and we do stories
Okay.
on men who try to meet children for sex.
Okay.
Are you sorry about this?
Absolutely.
What do you tell other men who may be thinking about doing the same thing?
It's not worth it.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Anything else?
So you know what he's doing, though.
Not for
You know
you.
what he is.
Okay. Donnie, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
I remember watching it. They were trying to run and shit. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to run. Nah, you ain't going nowhere. They outside
Before
posting.
deputies take Donnie away, I want to ask him about another disturbing detail of his life. Hey, Donnie, I got one more thing I want to ask you, if that's okay. What's all this stuff about you meeting some folks over at Penzie and the Greenfield Area Chamber of Commerce? Does that ring a bell?
Right
with
from
you?
the end?
Yeah.
What goes on there?
What goes on at the Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah, the meeting. Is it where you meet people?
No, actually, I facilitate, or I used to facilitate, I still do, but facilitate group meetings with people with addiction behaviors.
Tell me about that.
So he
He's trying to
coaching somebody else about addictions, and he got one.
Right.
Bro, what?
Basically different from AA, and that we're not, and we're more into a recovery after somebody has been through treatment for alcoholism, drugs, whatever.
Are you a recovering alcoholic?
No, my recovery is from anger and the experiences I have before from the sex deviant type stuff.
And when you say your previous sex deviant type stuff, was that an addiction for you?
It's like it's getting worse and worse and worse.
And again, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm trying to help other folks who might be in the same situation.
I don't know if it was an addiction. Nobody ever really pinpointed it.
Right. But what was it? What were you doing that made you concerned?
The only thing I was doing was I was on websites talking to women.
Right. And were you meeting them or just talking to them?
Just talking to them.
And was this fulfilling a fantasy of yours just by talking?
Yes.
So you're getting off that way with the chance?
Well, according to my psychologist at the time, I was feeling the need to be needed.
And so you would go on these sites, you would meet these random people, you would have this sexually charged conversation, but you wouldn't meet.
No, it never made. Most of them.
It was fantasy.
99% of them are fake. Either they're hookers.
Right.
Or there's somebody trying to scam you out of money.
Got it.
Oh, send me $50 and I'll come. No, I ain't gonna send you $50 and you come.
Did you ever get taken by any of these folks?
No, they're pretty recognizable.
Yeah. So how long did this behavior go on before you decided you were going to get some help, some treatment for it?
Before I got divorced, I got into recovery programs.
And was that an attempt to save your marriage or just to save your own sanity?
Well, both.
Yeah. So your wife caught you messing around online, is that?
Well, she knew I was talking to other people online.
Right.
She didn't like it. And, well, she was actually playing around on me at the time also.
She was.
And that was pretty devastating.
Yeah. So you go to these meetings.
So that's devastating. It's like you don't know his past because of what he doing now. Like what he doing now and what he's saying now, it's like you don't believe it. You can't believe it. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how to say it. Like it's like that person that like you hear what he's saying, what he's doing now and shit. But it's like you can't believe this person just grew into it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like he don't even know.
It's kind of hard to explain. Like he blaming. It's like he blaming his wife for everything.
Yeah, he's blaming everybody but himself.
But himself.
That was pretty devastating.
Yeah. So you go to these meetings there and you talk to other people who are recovering from various addictions as well.
Correct.
And it's helped you.
Well, yes, it does helpful. It is helpful.
But it didn't help you today.
And this I see is pretty much a relapse.
Yeah, relapse. All right. All right, Donnie. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm not believing.
19 years we've been doing predator investigations, and I can honestly tell you I have never seen, heard, or experienced anything quite like that.
Dang.
Donnie was indicted by a grand jury and charged with 2 felonies. Importuning, which is the act of soliciting a minor to engage in sexual activity, and possession of criminal tools. Montgomery County Sheriff Rob Streck sees the dangers of potential child predators when the line between fantasy and reality becomes blurred.
That's crazy.
This game,
Like that's for real crazy as hell.
you're not ready for.
A 70-year-old man drove from Indiana, retired engineer, for a scenario in which he would have sex with a 13-year-old girl, and then he would watch the girl's father have sex with the girl. And then they were all going to have sex together. And when you watch this guy come in, and your detectives and one of your deputies went undercover as the father and the daughter, he's so comfortable, so at home with this notion. He sits on the couch and says, oh, you're doing a great thing with your daughter because boys her age don't know how to treat a girl. It is one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen. And this guy was dead serious about doing it. There's no question. This wasn't play acting. This is what he wanted to do. You ever see anything quite like this?
That scenario we've never seen, and I think even some of our hardened detectives and the people that were on the scene, that one surprised them a little bit. It's these fantasies that get in these individuals' heads that to normal people who understand that you can't act on your fantasies, for some reason this individual felt the need that he has to act on it. This is probably a person who is not new at this. To be that comfortable to walk into a situation like
that's
that.
all I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
This is somebody that, like, he was way too comfortable. Like, he did it plenty of times.
Before,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He basically said what I was trying to say. I was trying to say it in, like, the most positive, cool way.
And who is not new at this. To be that comfortable to walk into a situation like that, I don't know for sure because we're not done following up on these cases yet, but that just doesn't seem like someone who's done this for the first time. This seems like somebody who's comfortable with these acts and continues to do them.
Brings a milkshake to the girl. Go enjoy your milkshake. Come back and we'll start the sex party here. I mean, he then says he thinks it's a good thing that parents are involved in their children's sex lives and sexual education from a hands-on standpoint. It's very, very troubling.
Yeah, it's disturbing. All of these cases, are very serious crimes. People, can the system save them? Can the system help them? We don't know.
I feel like this video literally is sick, nasty, and all the above of what he has done. But it also makes it like, like it could, make your day better because he off the street doing.
He's not out here doing that.
Exactly. It's only one person. It's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? This work, but that's one person that
Yeah, it's taken away
because of his nasty actions.
But once again, you get into these more and more devious fantasies, and it's just even hard to think about how, if you're going to have sex with a child and then watch a child and a parent have sex together and then want to join in, that is just disturbing fantasies that would be very hard to get out of someone's head, especially when you're 70 years old. This is something that he wanted to do, and he followed out. Luckily, he's now across the street in my jail, and hopefully no one else could be victimized. He's a disturbed individual that for some reason has gotten through so far.
And here's the thing, Sheriff, he told me he knew he had issues. He had seen counselors, psychologists about it, and he said, just to top it all off, that he acted as a counselor and ran meetings where he helped other men who had bizarre sexual fantasies and addictions. He's the counselor. He goes into jails and counsels inmates in the Hammond County, Indiana jail on how to get over these sexual fantasies, these inappropriate sexual desires and urges. And here he is, acting one out. These guys are among us, aren't they?
Yeah, they're among us. And once again, unfortunately, we know that people like to parade in these positions, and more than likely, he's doing it to fulfill his fantasy. He's doing it to tell everybody what a great guy he is, but in reality, he's still knee-deep in those fantasies, obviously. He's at home typing or on his phone typing, trying to set up these relationships. And for him to be in jails working with inmates, this is just one more reason why we do these kinds of things. We're not going to stand for it here in Montgomery County. You're going to go across the street and you're going to stay in the jail, and we're going to prosecute you with everything that we have, whether it's protecting our children, protecting families, or something like this where he's in the community trying to help individuals. These are the ways we can stop them finally, to where somebody says, no, we're not going to allow you to do that. And that hopefully will help keep some people from being victims.
True Blue is the premier source for true crime shows and documentaries.
Make sure y'all go check out
Be
True
sure
Blue.
to check out our full lineup and previous episodes of Takedown at watchtrueblue.com.
Make sure y'all go check it out, man. I definitely gotta get that shout out to the, the producers, to the director, the editors, the police officers, Chris Hansen. Big shout outs to that. Even though it's one person that, taken away, there's one person that's off the street doing this nasty.
Not doing any of that stuff.
Facts, you feel me? But you already know, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe, but make sure y'all go check out True Blue. Go check out True Blue. YouTube, and the whole network. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. But this is definitely a interesting video. It's sad because you don't know, like you know, even though that they like baited that, you know, the 13-year-old and stuff like that, but still, it's kids out here that's even younger than that.
Yeah, actually.
That messes with them. Like if they don't know, you know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing. That's sad. It's definitely sad. But definitely make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Definitely is, I would definitely say, one of the craziest videos that we can react to.
I would say, I haven't even seen anything like this.
Facts. You feel me? But you already know. Make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button. Catch y'all next one.